My straight-piped M2 is pretty loud, but how does it compare to the loudest things in the world? In today's video, we're gonna find out. But first, we've gotta see how loud the M2 actually is. So we're gonna do a few scientific tests with this sound meter, starting with a cold start. Go for it! And then Wait, this video's gone by so fast, I forgot to tell you how loud those were. The cold start was 108.7 decibels, and the launch control was 122.5. We're gonna need to get some higher readings if we're gonna be going up against stuff like the most powerful rocket ever launched into space, which I think we can get by doing a burnout! But just in case that wasn't louder, we'll do a flyby! That was pretty loud, but not as loud as our other ones at 116, and the burnout was 119.6. I still think we can get a higher decibel reading, so let's try one last thing. All right, Darryl, rev it up! And last but not least, let's see how loud it is in an abandoned car wash. That was loud. So loud, in fact, there's something I have to tell you, but first, Darryl's gonna try to guess where my M2 ranks against the loudest sounds in the world, and some more regular sounds as well. All right, Darryl's here, and this is gonna be the fun part of the video. So, I'm gonna put the M2 right over here, and in this pile, we have a bunch of sounds, and if you think it's louder, then put it above the M2, and if you think it's quieter, put it below the M2. You can rearrange the sounds as much as you want, and let's get straight into it.
Tornadoes. This would be really loud.
So what do you think? Is it louder or quieter?
On par.
Okay.
Yes.
So Darryl thinks my car is about as loud as an F1 car, but what about a Harley Davidson?
Well, I've had a whole bunch of Harleys, but I think your car...
So we're putting Harley underneath Tornadoes?
Yes.
The next one's pretty interesting. I'm trying to throw you off here. Good luck with that one.
Look what he picked. And I don't think that's going to be that loud.
You don't think so?
So I think that's going to go under a Harley. What kind of airplane?
Just airplane.
Airplane?
Passenger jet, so 747,
well,
or whatever.
This could be right underneath the F1 car. The next one, I thought it was a car. No.
It is the most powerful rocket ever launched in the history of mankind back in December of 1968. And if this isn't louder than my M2, yeah, okay, we're gonna put that above the M2 right away. Not even a doubt about it. The next one might actually be louder than the Saturn V, Darryl. What is that?
What you love to hear first thing in the morning before you get up.
A lawnmower.
They're not that loud.
You don't think so?
No.
We're gonna need to get you some more tape. Do you think it's louder or quieter than a blue whale?
I think it's louder than a blue whale.
Okay, so just put the blue whale down.
Okay.
This is a very organized board.
No, this is a really low budget production.
Well, you know what? That brings me to my next thing. You gotta hit that subscribe button so we can start getting a budget.
Okay, the next one here.
What is that? Air horn.
They can be really, really loud. I would put that probably underneath the F1 car. Okay, the next one is...
Concert. So a very loud concert.
Wow, depends upon how it's set up.
You just gotta use your imagination.
ZZ Top, Led Zeppelin, it's gonna be loud.
So, where's it go?
Underneath air horn.
We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Basically goes like this. Hopefully that makes sense.
A chainsaw. Some of them are loud and some of them aren't.
So where are we putting
I'm gonna put this almost in par with a lawnmower. Okay,
is this your final decision?
Yes.
Okay, are you 100% sure? Yeah? No?
Yes.
All right, let's get my phone of truth out to verify if Darryl's right or not.
Are you saying I was right?
No, you were really wrong, actually. Some of them you were right. Unfortunately, a lot of them were wrong. So, in first place, Darryl, you got it correct. The Saturn V rocket is the most powerful and loudest rocket and sound ever. That clocks in at 220 decibels. To put that in perspective, my M2 would give you hearing damage, but if you were right beside the Saturn V, you would die because of the sound waves. In second place, we have the blue whale.
Get out.
Yeah, we have the blue whale. So,
seriously?
You know, like bats, how bats have sonar?
Yeah.
The blue whales also use sonar,
right?
But it's much louder. So do you want to guess how many decibels the blue whale is?
A blue whale, 140.
200. In third place, we have the F1 cars. Do you know what the engine in F1 cars is right now?
160?
No, not the rating. Every single F1 car has a 1.6 liter turbocharged V6. And before 2014, they used to have the V8s, which were, like you just said, 160 decibels. The V6s are now about 145. All right, so let's put F1 car right down here. Do you want to try to guess what's in fourth place?
After the F1 car, air horn.
You are one off. Air horns is actually fifth place with 125 decibels. So we're gonna just put Tornadoes right above it because Tornadoes is third. They go up to 130. And in sixth place, we have the airplane, the passenger airplane. These clock in anywhere between 120 and 140 decibels.
Correct.
But since we want to make my M2 look better, we're just gonna say 120. What do you think is next? Harley, lawnmower, chainsaw, or concert?
Concert.
And you would be correct. A loud concert comes in at about 120, so it's tied with the airplane. Next is the chainsaw, which comes in at 109 decibels. And the last two, what do you think's louder, a Harley or a lawnmower?
Lawnmower.
Okay, you're right. So before you get really confused, I'll tell you why the Harley is quieter than the lawnmower. The lawnmower comes in at 85 decibels and the Harley comes in at 80. The thing is, Harleys are normally a lot louder, but when they leave the factory legally, they have to be 80 decibels. Now you might be wondering, where does the M2 rank? So Darryl, I have two questions for you. Where do you think we got the loudest decibel reading? And second, what do you think it was with my M2?
The launch. Or
Yes?
in the car wash.
So, you're correct. The car wash was the loudest. And what do you think the reading we got was?
I think we probably cranked pretty close to 130.
130. The loudest decibel reading we could get with the M2 was 128.5.
Wow.
Which puts us at about the same as a Tornado since they go up to 130. So that means the only things in the world ever louder than my M2 is a Saturn V, a Blue Whale, and an F1 car. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, there's another video up on the screen which I think you'll enjoy just as much.
How much did you spend on the set?
Too much. Please subscribe.